I don't feel much like watching any parade. I never really did, to be truthful. See, I put parades in that same category as fireworks and label it places people behave badly. I never liked the territorialization of a parade. You know, people claiming that spot to sit and watch other people with instruments and flags walk on by celebrating something or someone. Of course, this year it's different. It's all different. On any somewhat sunny or warmish day, I now enjoy the parade of my neighbors out walking or running, and the children and the dogs. Of course, today and right at this moment of filming, there's nobody out and about. That's, I guess, part of our reality as well today. But when they are out, they're generally well paced and spaced, safe enough for a 6-foot buffer zone for all of them. Well, I can enjoy watching this parade. I'm not so sure about my dog Charlie. From his perch in our living room, he attentively alerts me and anybody around that there is a parade, that there are dogs and people. And since I don't speak dog, I'm not quite sure what he thinks about this parade. That's the same thing I think about a lot of us Christians, especially on Palm Sunday. Sure, it's great to gather, wave our palms, and celebrate Jesus, just like they did that day when Jesus rode into Jerusalem. But you know, a lot of the people that day in Jerusalem, they knew it wasn't a mystery. They knew that Jesus was probably riding in to his own state-sponsored execution. Probably a lot more of them knew that than some people who call them Christians today. You see, they knew that Jesus' walking into Jerusalem wasn't just another parade. It was a parody of the kings and the generals who would ride triumphantly astride their war horses or in their chariots with their flags flying and accompanied by their armies. Jesus rode in on a donkey, accompanied by men and women, children, by his disciples and followers, by the curious, by people who were probably poor, and some were undoubtedly sick. Jesus' parade wasn't a triumphant celebration. It was a political statement. It was more a protest than a parade. Another way to proclaim God as king, but not the God of violence and empire, but the God of care, God of service, God of love. In this new world we live in, we can see and experience this love not only in practicing our social distance skills and living, but also watching and cheering on, praying for those who must and those who will serve others, those who make their way in their own daily parades to the hospitals, their checkout stations at the grocery store, their seats behind the steering wheel of the bus, the garbage truck, the ambulance, making their way through the lines of hungry people at our food pantry. Hopefully today, we won't just celebrate one moment in history a long time ago, but become part of welcoming a new reality, one of service, of justice, of love for all life. And you know what? That's a parade even I get behind.